Hello, of course, yes, I'm trying to wipe the lens here so it's easier for you to see here. Do apologise about this in the morning here. And of course, yes, and to summarise the actual, of course, morning here, um, and a very good morning if you are watching live. If you're watching on replay, massive hello to you as well. This is, of course, the Premier in, of course, Bevis Edmunds here, which is coming later, hopefully. And of course, I am looking forward to uploading the video that I have done, or the videos of the night stay, and I'll tell you more details of how much the night stay was worth. I've said it a lot of times here, and I'm going to summarise it here rather than giving you the figure now. I don't want to give too much away right now, just in case you are, of course, wanting to see the upload of the video. So thank you very much for joining us live here this morning at this ridiculous time of the morning. But I think some people are still up in the morning. It's 10:22 UK time in the morning here on Bank Holiday Monday, the 1st of May 2023. So yes, overall it's been a fantastic night stay. There's been a few minor things which could have gone a better way. I don't want to give it a bad review, because you get what you pay for in a place like this. I have to say and stress that right now. But yeah, I had the unlimited continental breakfast this morning, which was of course worth about £9.99 for a couple of quid less. Of course, it's £7.99 for just continental breakfast, and of course, yeah, I've got the list of the menu just here. I don't know if you can see that very well, but of course I'll read it out to you. Kids eat free, okay? I'll read you out all the details here because this is what you won't get on the video here, because I've had to narrow it down because of my storage space is so huge. That's why I'm doing a live video here directly through your very eyes and ears. So of course the unlimited cooked breakfast £9.99 of course includes unlimited cooked and continental breakfast and unlimited drinks, which basically you get, of course, unlimited tea, coffee and juice. So of course the hot drinks are coffee, PG tips, choose from black tea, decaffeinated tea, green tea, raspberry tea, camel, is it chamomile tea, mint tea and Earl Grey tea. Excuse me. So yeah, so you got chamomile tea and of course mint tea and Earl Grey tea. Apologies if I didn't get that absolutely right there, but of course, yeah, hopefully you got the gist of what I'm talking about there. Of course, on entry, because there was a guy at the start, of course, making sure that of course you're registered down for breakfast. Of course, when you come in to the night stay, they ask you on reception if you want to book a slot, which I booked between say like 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock in the morning, so that I guaranteed a table. So when you come into the breakfast in the morning, of course, they of course welcome you to the restaurant and tell you where everything is, because that's what their part of the job is to do. So that's what they do. They point you into the right directions and tell you where you can actually sit, give you a choice of where to sit, because you booked it or pre-booked it the night before or the day before. So what you will see at the start is cold drinks like apple juice, cranberry juice drink, and that's about 30k calories, 71k calories for apple juice, and orange juice, which is what I had, and that was 69k calories. So of course, as I say, coffee drinks, I'll repeat that once more. Of course, coffee, tea, PG tips. So I'll start again. Coffee and PG tips, and of course choosing from the range of black tea, decaffeinated tea, green tea, raspberry tea, chamomile tea, I said that right, second time there. Mint tea and Earl Grey tea. Please see separate drinks card for full range of calorie information. So, of course, the other thing that, of course, you need to know is what you get for the actual breakfast. Of course, in this particular Premier Inn, egg scrambled, of course, 280 calories. Fried, of course, egg, which is 108 calories, and poached, of course, 79 calories, or boiled, 82 calories. So these are all in calories there for your health benefits there. If you're really interested in knowing about that, hash browns, of course, I think it's VE, which probably means vegan or something like that, or vegetarian. 100 calories per hash browns. Black bacon, which is 49 calorie per rasher, and this isn't bacon, V and VE, which probably is vegan, no doubt, unless I'm wrong by that. 38 calorie per rasher. Premium sausages, 122 calorie per sausage, okay, and Garden Gourmet sensational vegan sausage, and 70 calorie per sausage, and baked beans V and VE, which is 74 calorie per spoon. Pudding, which I didn't actually have, which was 122 calorie per slice, and halved grilled tomato, which is V and VE, for, of course, 28 calorie per half tomato, and mushroom V and VE, which is 53 calorie per spoon. So if you want the cheaper version, which is just unlimited, excuse me, I don't know where that come from, but yeah, unlimited continental, of course. If you just want the continental, of course, it's $7.99 there. This includes unlimited continental breakfast and unlimited drinks. Obviously, you can't go for the main unlimited cooked breakfast if you only pay for the unlimited continental. Because some people might want to just choose continental only rather than just unlimited cook. But yeah, on the video you'll see a bit of the chef. Of course, he was Chinese, I believe, or some sort of different country other than the UK. But of course, yeah, I'm sure he was a top chef, making sure everything was running smoothly. So yeah, updating the or adding the extra items for when they run out. So they were always prepared for more breakfast content on the go. Breakfast, by the way, here at Premier Inn in Bury Edmunds is from 6:30 a.m. in the morning till 10:30. So breakfast would have been finished by now, I would have thought. That would be my guess. So yeah, it is 29 minutes past 10, so I would have thought it's pretty much finished by now. So yeah, on the bakery section, you'll probably get a croissant if they do have them, plain au chocolat, blueberry muffin, pancake, and sourdough crumpet and sourdough muffin. And of course, all the listing is on this breakfast menu. Sliced bread, which is white bread, malted brown bread, and gluten-free bread as well. I had mainly the white bread, obviously. Fruits and bananas, clementines, apples, fruit berry mix, and Del Monte fresh fruit. And of course, yogurts and cereals, porridge, granola, and of course, muesli fruit, Special K, Cocoa Pops, cornflakes, Weetabix, Rice Krispies, and a selection of yogurts. And on the preserve, of course, you've got preserve spreads and jams, assorted jams, peanut butter, honey, orange marmalade, hazelnut spread, maple syrup, marmite, and sunflower spread. So that's the preserve spreads and jams there. And of course, you have yogurts and cereals, bakery, sliced bread, fruits, all on the other section there for the unlimited continental. So that would be worth £7.99. So yes, I actually want to tell you how much I paid for the night stay, but I won't tell you overall. I'll let you work that one out. Actually, it was £61. I have sort of imagined by the calculations of this, £61 for the whole night, and I did sort of book this in a week's advance. And I actually prefer to pay on the night, when you turn up onto the premises of the hotel, rather than doing it directly online, which of course you can do on Travelodge only, and you can't really pay on the day on most Travelodges these days, unless that changes in the future. But of course, only Weatherspoons and of course Premier Inn apparently do that. So yeah, that's the thing about that. Very quickly about the dinner menu here, before I give you another summarisation of the actual night stay. I really want to tell you that in just a moment. So the dinner menu is a limited one. Starters, mixed olives for £2.99. Tortilla chips and dip for £29, and tomato soup for £4.99, and pizza and pasta margherita, of course, topped with rocket. Of course, it's 776 calories, £8.99, and pepperoni pizza is margherita. Pizza topped with pepperoni and rocket, 906 calories of £9.99. And rigatoni bolognese. I've never heard that one before, but it was absolutely lush when I opted for that great taste of pasta. So what you get with the rigatoni bolognese is a rich beef bolognese sauced, topped with rocket, served with garlic bread, which of course is 996 calories. So you get the pub classics chicken macaroni curry of £9.99, which is a creamy medium hot chicken curry topped with red chilli, coriander and spring onion with white rice, and last but not least a poppadom, which is 638 calories there. A lot of these calories you don't sort of realise when you go for these kind of options what you're actually intaking. But yeah, a lot of people just forget about all that, don't they? So sweet potato and spinach curry, £9.99. Sweet potato, chickpea, spinach and coconut curry topped with chili, coriander and spring onion with white rice, and a poppadom, which is 473 calories. And for desserts, you have a choice, of course. Before I go on to the desserts, it's £9.99 for both of those curries I just mentioned. So for the desserts, it's triple chocolate brownie at £5.79. That's £5.79. Our triple, or their triple chocolate brownie with chunks of white. Yes, it's a chocolate brownie with chunks of white milk and Belgian dark chocolate, drizzled with chocolate sauce and served with vanilla ice cream, 640 calories. And ice cream, which is 3 scoops of vanilla dairy ice cream, which is 187 calories, £4.99. And finally, fruit salad, a selection of strawberries, pineapple, oranges, red apple and green apple, and red grapes, all for 106 calories, £4.99 for both of those, ice cream and the fruit salad there. That's all on the desserts here. And of course, if you've got families with kids here, this may be of use to you lot out there. The 10 veg tomato pasta. That's the 10 veg tomato pasta bolognese, £4 exactly. These are all the kids' menus here. It's the tricolor pasta served in 10 veg tomato sauce, served with a side of garlic bread, 352 calories, and margarita pizza, of course, 7-inch margarita pizza, 376 calories for £4, and yet again for £4, of course, the spaghetti bolognese, beef bolognese sauce cooked with tomatoes, onions, carrots, and spaghetti, served with a side of garlic bread, of course, if they have it available. 404 calories for that. And finally, the desserts, vanilla ice cream for £2, and of course, fruit salad for also £2 as well. So that's vanilla ice cream and fruit salad, both for £2. £2 for each of those. And vanilla ice cream is topped with a crumbled chocolate flake actually, not flake. So vanilla ice cream topped with a crumbled chocolate flake and a wafer, 192 calories. And fruit salad is a selection of pineapples, as in pineapple, oranges, red apple, green apple, and red grapes, all for 50 calories. As I say, both for £2. Definitely worth checking out just for that. So yeah, on reception you do get one of these to actually take with you, which is a very own map of Bury St Edmunds. It tells you about shopping, leisure, eating, drinking, well-being, and professional services. And it's got a huge map here. Definitely worth checking out here. And of course, I'll just show you what the map is like before I, of course, fold it up and put it away for good. And the map looks very much like this. I don't know if you can see it. And it is a map of course, Bury St Edmunds. Well, you can only see half of it, but it is huge. You can stick it basically up on your wall at home. It just tells you pretty much the whole town of Bury St Edmunds, where the bus station is, the Bury St Edmunds train station, and the main town itself, the Arc Centre. But it actually doesn't tell you where the Bremer Inn is, but of course, yeah, it's somewhere like at the top part of it there, just somewhere around about there. But anyway, yeah, definitely grab yourself a copy of one of these. I definitely recommend it to get one of these. I always find it hard to actually fold one of these. I actually could do it better yesterday. But anyway, yeah, to summarise the night stay, it's been absolutely brilliant. As I said previously in this live, it actually cost me about £61 for the whole night, but I'll add that up as a total and tell you on the video for more information. I've pretty much half given it away, but of course I won't say any more for now until you watch the videos here. I did actually bring an extra one of these just in case I did run out of milk, because those small cartons are very small and tiny. And I'll show you what they look like actually. So if you was to bear with me, so you'll get probably one of these, and you know, for the size of one of these, you know, you can easily run out very quickly, but you can get more and grab more downstairs, you know, but you have to keep going backwards and forwards to actually get more of them. So anyway, yeah, that's my souvenir of the day. Anyway, yeah, I think I folded it the long way, but yeah, I've got it right way now, and of course, yes, they're not easy to you know, fold up these if you get them in a mess or end up getting them in a mess. But yeah, anyway, the only disappointment that I had was that, well, of course, just about three things that went wrong the night stay before I go on to the good parts. One of the lights behind me doesn't work. Apart from that, the whole of the electricity works in here. The other disappointment was the lower of the shower head, which was sadly disappointing, because this is a accessible room, which is kind of like a disability based kind of room here. I opted for that because I wanted a larger space, so that was why I chose the bigger room option. So yeah, the lower shower was falling over because they had two shower heads. One was not working and one was working, but you had to lower it down, which was a little bit disappointing that it was falling off. But of course, you can't really grumble. It did work eventually. I'm not going to give this hotel or any hotels that I actually review a bad reputation or anything. I just say the points that, of course, could be improved for next time. And the other thing was, of course, what was the other thing which was disappointing? It can get a little bit flooded in the toilet, unless, of course, you have a towel to put down there. So it could get slippery and wet for those accessible, rooms which have bigger bathrooms, or as they call it, shower rooms. But the toilet flushed well. Of course, the sink was quite warm. Complimentary. Obviously, you don't take them with you, but they're attached to the wall, based kind of items there, which is the soap and the hair wash. And of course, I took my own hair washer anyway, just in case they didn't have any. But of course, I put two lots on. I put their lot on because it smelled quite nice, and my one as well. I don't know how many people actually have a mixture of them, of hair wash on your hair. But of course, I'm one of those which is quite different to the rest of you. But anyway, you also got a hair dryer, which I haven't used very much, but of course, it's good to use that now and again, either if you're male or female. But like I say, it's just an extraordinary night place to come. Now let's talk about the good side of things. Oh, there's one more, which was a minor here. On one side of the bed there was what looked like a patch of dirty tea stain, but I'm not going to say too much about that, but despite that, okay, so there's about three or four things there, but of course, yeah, the night stay was very comfy and very warm on that note. So, yeah, that was the good thing about the bed behind me. It was quite warm underneath. And, yeah, maybe a fifth thing that I could think of actually, the sort of ventilator. I don't know if you can hear it very much now. To make of a phone company called Samsung. And, of course, yeah, it's up just directly behind me, and I'm looking at it now, and of course I can't, because it's an accessible room. I can't actually alter the temperature of the room. I had to go and get staff to do it. I think it's because it's an accessible, which means a disability room. And of course, might be the reason, just might be the reason. Although, of course, there was one hotel in Huntington, where of course you could control the temperature in a bigger room, but of course this room doesn't allow you to do so for whatever reason. I don't know, but they can control it from downstairs. That's the only disappointment about the ventilating system here. It's still fresh because somebody set it on that. I think it was one of the moderators for this channel. I'm not going to say any more than that. Set it at, of course, 18 degrees, which is a cool temperature. It's very good for the summer, by the way, but yeah, I'm cooling down, which is good. Most people have left by now, by the way, and there was a cleaner that came and knocked on the door and asked if I'd gone. But they have access to the room as well, and they can, of course, come in if they can't hear anyone responding. Like next door, of course, they had already gone, so of course they had a key to get into the room, you know, because they are on their rounds to do the cleaning at this time in the morning. At least they actually do it. Unlike, I think Travelodge don't sort of do the cleaning as much, but of course Marine are a bit more higher up, and you know, they have the facilities and the capabilities of cleaning, which of course is something that lets other organisations down a little bit, business organisations. It's a bit of a shame by that, but anyway, that's another thing altogether. But yeah, sorry, I've dragged on a little bit. I don't want to sort of drag on all day because you know I haven't got all day. But something to remember: does anyone actually know what this means? I'll read it out to you, and just in case you can't read it, of course, yeah, it's probably back to front by the time I show you on the screen. Just before you pop that in the bin, of course, please put any waste paper, cardboard, cans, plastic and glass bottles next to the bin to be recycled. Together we are a force for good. So it says a slogan there. Together we're a force for the good. Does anyone know what that means? Let us know in the comments if you think you know. So basically it's telling you to put any sort of cardboard and that next to the bin, but you know, how many people actually bother with that? But anyway, yeah, I think more people are more likely to actually take notice of this these days, or hopefully they do. No smoking or vaping, of course. Our smoke detectors are triggered by even the tiniest amount of cigarette smoke or e-cigarette vapor. So it's detecting that as well. Smoking either on this or within this hotel will result in £100 fine. So make sure when you go to a Premier Inn, no matter what it is, I'm sure they have the same policy. Don't smoke, whether it's, of course, a tobacco kind of cigarette or e-cigarette. Not good whatsoever. Anyway, we'll leave that racing through mind. Of course, yes. Very quickly, I'll read you this little bit here. It does actually tell you the breakfast in the morning on that note. On a separate sort of menu here, other than this menu here, which is another breakfast menu here, which I read earlier. So if you missed any of that, please do rewind at any time. So quiet night in, food to your room. You can actually have food to your room, from classic rigatoni bolognese to pizzas and mouth-watering curries with tasty vegan choices and delicious healthy kids options. We truly have something for everyone, or they do anyway. Compliment with your choice of tipple from the bar, all made to perfection. Excellent food, great value. Okay, I might have read this to you previously yesterday. Of course, drinks, raise a glass, not grass, raise a glass. So yeah, if you want to raise a glass, the bar is the perfect spot for a tipple. Okay, that's an interesting word there. Did I say that right? Tipple, Tipple. From delicious wine and ice cold beer to mocktails and spirits serves, we're ready to serve your favourite. So, of course, kids' mains, if you have any children coming with you for the night stay, kids' mains for £4. Tickle their taste buds with burgers, pizza, spag bowl, and veggie pasta. Nutritious and delicious. That's a good slogan there, isn't it? And our kids' menu is designed to meet kids' nutritional needs include 2 of their 5 a day, offer yummy veggie options, contain no artificial colours or flavours, serve no added sugar and drinks. That's all coming from all of this. So there we have it. A very good morning to you all. I think the sun is trying to come out here for a bank holiday Monday here. I've got to actually sort of go soon, but yeah, I still got about just over an hour before they kick you out. Eventually, yeah, you got to be out by 12 o'clock, which is the checkout time here. Check-in time is 3 o'clock for Premier Inn in this particular one here in Edmunds. I'm pretty sure that most Premier Inns are very similar and they all operate very similar way, but of course they are all located in different sort of areas. So when you say it's always a chain here like Weatherspoons, it's not always the same kind of room in a sort of way. It's all different located, different views. You're going to get something different everywhere you go. Hopefully we'll go to another one, which of course we do have on the channel just a little bit of when we first ventured into, of course, Chelmsford one. That was quite a long time ago. I felt really rough that day, and that was the last time I spent a night in a Premier Inn hotel. But hopefully I haven't bored you to death here. I'm going to leave you with, of course, a bit of the desk here, and hopefully that'll make a bit of sense here. I didn't end up having a pizza overnight, available for 24/7. Just ask a member of staff, pepperoni or margarita available. I wonder how much that would cost. Probably about $9.99. I don't know, but of course, I think it is probably not cheap. It's probably better to go for a cheap option in town somewhere. But anyway, or any other town actually. But yeah, I'm actually now going to flick it over and give you the last views here. Let's alter the camera a bit, and you'll see here, of course, empty everything. And of course, yeah, there is another cup because, of course, they think the double bed is suitable for 2 people, but it's only me staying here tonight. Although, of course, I've been having extra guidance along the way today and overnight actually. And you've got 2 glasses here, which is quite useful if you want to have pure orange juice or you got your own drink with you. What you don't get is a complimentary water, 2 bottles of water, which of course could be an option to have in the summer as an extra complimentary. But in this room, you don't get one unless you go for a Premier Plus room, which I didn't choose that option. You'd have to pay a lot more for that. You probably get a fridge in that as well, which you don't get in here as well. You can see, of course, in the far distance, you'll see just over here, as I'm pointing now, I'll put the camera up so you can see a hairdryer there, which is quite useful. And some hotels don't have those, like Travelodges, I've noticed. And you've got something to put coats up there. What we do need in this room is something to put your luggage, which is what it's lacking. You could put it on the seat behind me. If I turn around here, this seat here, which is quite a useful seat here, you get the view of the car park, and Starbucks is just round the corner as well. You do have a TV here. It's not switched on at the moment, but I don't know if I can give you a sample of it right now. It takes quite a while to come on actually. So there you go. It does say our reception team are available all round the clock for any issue, big or small. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know what channel this is. Normally comes on to BBC straight away, but of course this is probably GB News when it comes. Takes a while to get to the other channel here. This is GB News. If you news, do check it out. They got, of course, a variety of kind of opinions and debate. Something about Donald Trump here. Something about his golf course there. Anyway, yeah, at least you got the weather there, and of course you can see what's coming up in terms of the temperatures this week. It should be scattered today actually. Do you think I could do a weather expert thing? Oh dear. But anyway, I'll leave that racing through your mind. So I would like to, on behalf of everyone, I'd like to thank the staff of the Premier Inn. Of course, they don't know that I'm actually doing this, but of course, I would like to say a huge thank you to all the staff. The staff at the start. I'll turn this off because, of course, it's or turn it down actually. So that you can hear me a bit better. Just wrap this up now, and of course say thank you very much to the breakfast staff this morning that, of course, showed me around the breakfast area this morning, and of course saw my name on the list here, a bit like a register for the sort of voting poll. They find your name, although they don't ask you for your ID. But of course, yes, they welcome you to the breakfast area, which is fantastic. Really enjoyed the polite staff throughout the whole hotel, including the one when we checked in with my guest, who actually stayed for a couple of hours, then had a little bit of meal with me. The guest was, of course, the moderator for the touring with us, which is Sweet Corn, which you'll be familiar with on the channel, and you might see her, which is a her, occasionally on some videos and some lives as well. So you might see Sweet Corn on there, and that's what we'll call her by, the name of that, just for anyone that is interested to know. So a huge thank you to the Premier Inn. If they do happen to see this by chance, we are not here to mock the hotel. We're here to give it a little bit of a promotion, free promotion if you like. And of course, all we require is, of course, people to support the channel. Of course, in return, and of course, anyone can do that. You don't have to be a hotel staff member for that. Just get in touch with us. You've got PayPal link and GoFundMe if you do want to help support the channel in any way. So you've got the choices there. That's before we get to 1K, by the way, which is quite a long shot off yet. I'm going to now relax for a little bit because I've still got a little bit of time to get out of the room. It's 10:58 a.m. in the morning here on Bank Holiday Monday, the 1st of May 2023. I think the cleaners are circulating around at the moment. They call it housekeeping. Now I know where that comes from now. Housekeeping? But yeah, obviously, they've got their fire, health and safety listing and all that kind of thing. So, of course, for further information about what I've sort of pretty much said, come and see the videos. Definitely well worth it. For me, overall, I've got to give it a 9 out of 10. Of course, there's a few minor things, about 4 or 5 minor things that could have been a little bit better for the night stay. But, of course, overall, I enjoyed it. And I don't like to give any hotel a bad review at all whatsoever. You just get what you pay for, basically. And let's not grumble. And just be happy. And of course, you've got yourself a night to stay here. You've got your roof on your head, and it's open. That's the main thing. That's all you've got to think about. There are some videographers that go and give bad reviews, and I don't think that's necessarily right. I'm not going to name any, but of course there are a few out there that seem to give bad reviews, and that's not us. We don't do that. We do this review in a constructive way, and we hope to keep it that way as well. And we do things that nobody else dares to touch. Okay, have yourself a lovely rest of the week ahead. We'll see you next time. Hopefully there will be a next time, and there will be hopefully a Q&A at some point. Thank you very much for that one thumbs up. It really means a lot to us, and thank you for that only viewer. And we had someone else tuned in as well, but of course they didn't say if they were tuning in or not. And even the person watching now hasn't said who they are either. It's a secret viewer. Oh, there's another one as well that is tuning in right now. Thank you so much, everyone, for sticking by, even if you're watching live. It's not often we do it like this. It's the first time we've actually done this, and maybe we'll do this next time. The reason for doing it is because simply that, of course, it's saving a lot of, I would say, storage space. You know, when you get storage on your phone, and of course, this phone only takes 32 gigabytes. Maybe I need an extra memory, but who wants to pay extra money when you can do it live? And of course, I'm using the Premier in Wi-Fi, and that's another thing. Of course, I've noticed the uploading of YouTube videos has been a struggle because the Wi-Fi is not strong enough. They do have, of course, the I would say it's called a sort of ultimate Wi-Fi, which of course boosts your signal apparently. But I don't know how many people paid £5 for it. It costs an extra £5 to do it. That hidden charges you have to look out for when you stay at places like this. But of course, yeah, that's the only thing that you need to sort of look into, and those are the sort of little hidden things, isn't they, that people don't seem to look at, do they? And maybe they do, I don't know, but of course, yeah, that's one thing, and whether it gives you a chance to upload your videos, I don't know. I've never tried it, so I only went on the free Wi-Fi. The 4G did not work. That is another thing altogether. Maybe because the Premier in Wi-Fi free one has blocked it out, and a lot of places like that, like have a lot of computer technology blocks out the signal. There's got to be a way of getting around all that. I don't think there ever will be, but there might be one day. But I haven't thought of a way around it. Maybe some intelligent people can think of a way around the Wi-Fi situation. But anyway, we'll leave that racing free mind. 42 minutes I've been talking. It's time now for me to get, yes, a nice well-earned cup of coffee. Oh, it's got nothing in it. I had my donuts. I had 4 of them last night. I had a couple of bags of crisps. I shouldn't do. I'm getting naughty. But anyway, yeah, I'll be on the road soon, heading towards Cambridge because I've got to get a train back. And I did get a discounted fare for £11, roughly speaking, month sort of return. So that was a lot easier than getting 2 singles. So I've got to get back to Cambridge and then from Cambridge back to Suffolk. So there you go. Well, I'm already in Suffolk now, but I've just got to go to Cambridge and then back to Suffolk again. How extraordinary. But anyway, leave that racing for your mind. Thank you very much for watching. It has been Nicolini Orange, which is a stage name to discuss day here in 2023. It's good morning to you all, and good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching. But it's morning from my end here if you're watching on replay. Take care. Not drugs, not anything else, or alcohol. Some people love alcohol though, but of course I'm not going to say any more than that. But yeah, low alcohol is the best. Anyway, yeah, I'll leave that racing for your mind, and we'll see you next time. And of course, do check out our channel for the videos, and of course, wherever we go next. Thank you very much on behalf of Tory Last Team. And we thank our moderators as per usual. We'll say ta-ta for now, and you know, stay safe. We'll see you next time. Bye bye. Leave you with the view of Donald Trump. Oh, he's gone. See you next time.